You join us near Chennai on a lovely day, and we are here to find out what happens when a king invades a new territory. Best case scenario is the kingdom grows, and you join us with the new Hyundai Creta. It is available with petrol and diesel engines, but now also with an electric powertrain, which is extremely important for the brand. But just how important to us? In terms of styling and dimensions, the Creta Electric is largely identical to the ICE models. The key points of difference include the grille and a new design for the 17-inch alloy wheels, but that does not mean they are not committed to this car. One point of appreciation is that they could have just sealed the fuel filler cap and left it at that, but no. They have a fresh panel in place over there. The biggest changes to the electric Creta are inside the cabin. The electric powertrain has freed up a lot of room, which creates a lot more storage spaces, making this the most spacious Creta yet. But one thing we found a little odd was that Hyundai have not used this space very well. In some electric cars, this space is open, which allows the driver to move across if need be. Music and air conditioning are extremely important to me. And music is taken care of by a Bose sound system, and there is Apple CarPlay as well. But there is no wireless CarPlay, you still need a cable. So room for improvement there. The dual zone climate control works well, but I'm most thankful for the ventilated seats. That said, we also appreciate the driver only setting for the blower, which is extremely efficient. It is also useful if you don't want to waste electricity on keeping your passengers cool. I mean, come on, we all have people we dislike. Electric adjustability for the front seats is a feature that we see on many premium cars today, but not many in this segment offer memory function for the seats. And this is just one of the reasons why the Creta Electric stands a step above the ICE Creta in terms of in-cabin experience. Tall people in the rear seats are immediately aware that headroom is limited when compared to the ICE model. Plus, the floor is higher, so that compromises under-thigh support to a certain extent. But Hyundai have tried to make up for it by giving the Creta Electric a few additional features. First of which is this tray table that has a slot in here which can house an iPad for rear seat entertainment if needed. Plus, there are dedicated AC vents, and the most important feature, you can adjust the recline and even send this seat forward if you want more legroom, which is extremely useful if you have a Creta and are being chauffeur-driven. The boot space is largely similar to the ICE model, but this one also gets storage at the front under the bonnet. The Creta Electric is available in two variants. There's a standard battery and a long-range unit as well. And the car we are driving is the long-range model. The essential difference between the two of them is that the standard car offers 390 kilometers of claimed range, whereas this one is good for up to 473. At least that's what Hyundai have told us. We said earlier the Creta Electric's cabin is a step above the standard car, and that also applies to its refinement as well. Not a lot of road noise inside. Actually, whatever noise we can hear is simply because this car does not make any noise at all. But even then, it is remarkably refined for a car in this segment. This car makes 171 horsepower, whereas a standard car produces a little less. So clearly, if you're an enthusiast who wants an electric car, then this is the one to have. Power comes in instantly, and the progression is extremely linear. So driving this car quickly is not as scary as most electric cars. The weight of the car is felt when going around fast corners, but until that speed, there's almost nothing to tell it apart from the ICE cars. Similarly, I could also say that the center of gravity in this car is quite low, which affects the handling positively. So the difference in terms of driving experience between the ICE Creta and the Creta Electric is marginal. Now, the good news is that the ride quality between both cars is largely similar. The Creta is the king of its segment primarily because people find it to be an extremely comfortable car to ride in and to be driven in, and that carries on into the electric as well. The Creta going electric was not really a surprise, and we are glad to say that this car is more than just swapping out powertrains. On the inside, it is easily better equipped and more spacious than its ICE counterpart. The difference in driving experience between the ICE models and the electric Creta is marginal, but the good news is that the ride quality is excellent. This is still an extremely comfortable car to be in and to be driven around in. The Creta Electric will be launched at Bharat Mobility Global Expo, and given the pricing of the ICE Cretas, we feel that if this one can be had at less than rupees 30 lakh, that's an extremely reasonable price tag for something as well equipped as this car. So that's it from our side about the new Hyundai Creta Electric. If you feel there's something we haven't told you, do ask us in the comments and we will get back to you promptly. This is Joshua Verghese signing off for Car India.